Hi everyone and happy new year. In today's video we're gonna talk about some presettings needed for a Laravel application. In last video we cloned this project and we had our first running container. So I show you like the settings needed and why it's important to have this. Today we're gonna start by cloning this Nginx proxy and explain you a little bit about it. It's also available on my GitHub repo, so it's public. Getting this and cloning through SSH, going to the terminal. Like I said last time, in order to not have to enter your password every time, we need to evaluate an agent and add the key to the agent. You have the commands. Okay. Okay, and SSH add. And now we have identity added. And like I said to you last time, so every new project that we clone or create should be inside this projects folder we created last time. So I'm gonna go in there and clone like Nginx proxy. Okay, this Nginx proxy and what it does, if we go like through in here, we'll see that it's needed in order to have like vhost defined locally. So previously, if you like used WAMP or XAMPP, you defined vhost for each project you had and created in there the configuration. Now, with Docker, if we want to have like vhost for multiple projects locally, we need a repo like this. What you have to do is like to create the network, the Nginx proxy network, because if we look here, let me actually open that in PHP Storm. If we look on the Nginx proxy, you will see that in the Docker Compose, the Nginx proxy is declared as external. So in order to create that network, we need to like run docker network create and then the name of the network. So this will create the network. If I'll go like to Docker, obviously you need to have like Docker up and running to write Docker commands. So if we go to Portainer extension and local, and now we go to the networks, we see this network declared and up and running. So all good with that. So we have this. Um, the configuration for this it's set, so you don't have to add any additional setting in here. After you declare the network, all you have to do inside that folder run docker compose update. So running that will start Nginx proxy and Nginx proxy Acme after downloading their equivalent images. This will be like everything you need to like have this up and running. And obviously, as like previously with some and WAMP, like having to define your name inside etc host file is still needs to happen. So you'll have to go like to see Windows System 32 drivers etc, and inside there edit this host file, and we'll still have to add 127 .o, which is localhost, to be like your name. So for tutorials, I think we'll go like um, tutorials.local.com. So we'll have to like remember this for next time. You have to be an administrator in order to save in this file. Adding this in here, so I think it's big enough. You can see it. So that will be kind of like everything for today. In next video we're gonna like build Docker Compose for our Laravel application. Let me actually clone the Laravel application as well with you. So going to the Laravel, we have this composer create, like I showed you last time. We want to like run that from the projects folder, but from the PHP container. If we exec that container and the PHP node like I showed you last time and bash, we'll go to the var vvv inside container, but this is mapped to the project, to the projects folder like I showed you last time. So if we do in here composer create project Laravel, and let's name it tutorials, all right, or tutorial, yeah, let's do it tutorial. So this will be inside cloned inside var vvv, but if we open like our thing, we'll see this is cloned inside projects because there it's like mapped the container. So this will like have everything, and next time we'll go through the Docker Compose. What I want you to do, guys, meanwhile, and before like our next video, to go to the comment section and write what you like to see in our Laravel application. If you have an idea, or if you want to see something in action, I'm waiting for your suggestion in comments. And like I said, we'll build this application together. So if you want to see something in there, just give me a hint. That will be all for today. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.